From Cedar Shows to Hillsman Middle School and back to Cedar, Coach Daniel Culliver says that the community and homeliness of Cedar and the East Side are what makes him return.
Because I want to add that, I'm originally from Ohio. Some people know that, some people don't, because I've been here so long. But what made Cedar easy, once again, is the community. When I got here and way back, and when I first set foot on the campus way back in 2011, yes, before some of y'all maybe even been born, some of the freshmen were just being born. Just the Cedar Shows in Athens and East Athens always made me feel at home. I didn't know anybody. I had a crazy Midwest accent. People didn't understand what I was saying. I didn't even understand some of the people because I just moved to the South. So just the feeling of family since I set foot in Athens. Since I got to Athens, I've always been on the East Side, and this has always felt like home. So what made me want to come back to Cedar, it was coming back home. This is the place where I started my career when I first moved to Georgia, and I'm going to be here to the foreseeable future. So what made me come back to Cedar was just the feeling that I always felt of students, parents, community members. They've always made me and my wife and my daughter, who's a freshman now, they've always made this feel like this is my home. I always felt like I belonged here, and that's a really good feeling. Whenever you go off and you travel, move to a different part of the country, you come across a group of people that make you feel at home, make you feel welcome, make you feel accepted. That's a good place for you, and that's what Cedar Shows in the East Side, for the Cedar Shows and Hillsman, has always done for me and my family. This has always felt like home.
Students like Tobias Lay and Jacob Sagoon say that Culliver gives them a motivating presence and inspiration to perform, whether it's on the field or in class. Culliver is a firm believer in preparing for the future and keeping motivation to grow.
Just overall, like, his vibe just makes me think like I gotta do better. You know what I'm saying? He always tries to cheer me up when I'm down. I would say something that a teacher or coach taught me probably would have been my middle brother. And I know he's not technically a classroom, but he was a coach for me. Just the fact that it gets greater later. And what I mean by that is just the fact that as you grow through life, there's going to be more opportunities. As you grow in sports, things get easier. As you grow as a student, academic, things get easier. So just the natural progression of as you go through life, as you get older, things get easier and things get better as you go through life. So just always thinking about it gets greater later. Your best successes, your most fun, your best experience are always in front of you in life and not behind you. So I had a good older brother, and I had a really good teacher, I had a really good principal when I was in elementary that always made sure we understand about the future was waiting for us. So the one thing that I like to get to my students is knowing that the future is waiting for you, and it can be whatever you want it to be, and it's just for you to take a step in the right direction towards your future. So that was the thing that was given to me as a child from my brother and from my elementary school principal that I try to pass on to my students. It's gonna get better. Things are gonna get better later. The more you grow, the more you learn, the more you experience. That gives you more access to more different experiences and more fun in life. So just always thinking that it's gonna get better later. Always growing and maturing.
Oh yeah, Mr. Culliver, he's a funny teacher. He's a chill teacher, to be exact. Like, every time he always make a way to make a joke. Like he wants us to focus in his class, like every time, but still,
Culliver has always had a reputation for always showing up and being there for his players and peers. He believes in having a positive attitude, never giving up, even in hard times.
Definitely those last two, kindness and dedication, because he always shows up ready to work, and he's always nice to everybody no matter the situation. So yeah.
Just knowing that anything sounds kind of corny, cliche-ish or cringe, whatever y'all call it now, anything is possible. Knowing that I came from a small town in Ohio, and I've lived in a couple different states. I traveled through education, and now I'm here in Athens, and this is my home now. Just knowing that whatever your dreams or goals that you want to do, they're out there, but you kind of have to try. And sometimes trying can be scary, but you never know it until you try. And also, sometimes we learn a lot from our failures. Sometimes failure can be good when you're young, because you can learn you can learn what works for you and what doesn't work for you, what you like and what you don't like. So I like to impart on my students and athletes as far as that effort of trying, chasing your dreams. You never know until you try. So I want anybody who has ever been around me, whether it's a student, a player, to know that you should always strive for that ability of what you want to do in life. It's always out there for you. You should always try, even going away from home. Like I tell students all the time, go away from Athens, when you come back, we'll still be here. So just to get that experience to go out and kind of to carve your own path in life and to be your own individual and leave your own mark in life. That's what I want everybody who's around me to kind of understand that, because that's what I try to live my life as far as going out.
Culliver likes to incorporate his energy from the football field into his classroom, while ensuring that his students and players remember that it is okay to fail as long as you learn and grow from it.
Picking people up from failure, that failure is one situation. It doesn't have to snowball. It's not a representation of your life. It's not a representation of your season. When it comes to teaching, kind of the same thing. When we have a difficult test, some students, as we know, everybody learns different. You know what I mean? So some students do better on tests than others, and some students who didn't do good on tests, they kind of see, they're so down on themselves. I let them know that's just one test. You can do a retake or remediation or things to get you. So the things that make difficult coaching and teaching is dealing with failure and supporting my students and athletes out of failure, knowing it's just a one-time thing. You are not a failure as it pertains to you yourself. That's just one either game or test you didn't do good on, and you have the opportunity to do better as we go through a season or as we go through, the academic year.
I say all that. He always inspires us, always tries to make us do our best, and yeah, like I said earlier, just really energetic, really gets the energy up, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, because he always speak to every student in the class, not just me, like every student. Like, you need to do this so you can do better in your future. Like, you can use this for your future, something like that.
For WJAG TV, this is Kaitlyn Paige.